In a small room in Rosario, Argentina, a boy was told he would never grow tall enough, never be strong enough, never be good enough to make it. That boy was Lionel Messi. And this is the story of how he became the greatest footballer the world has ever seen. Born in the year 1987, Lionel Andres Messi grew up with a ball at his feet. His talent was undeniable, a gift from the footballing gods. But at just 10 years old, doctors delivered devastating news to his family. Messi had a growth hormone disorder. Without expensive treatment, his body would stop growing, and his dream of playing professional football would be over before it even began. The cost was staggering, more than his working-class family could possibly afford. They knocked on the doors of Argentina's biggest clubs, pleading for help, for a chance, but club after club turned them away. They saw a risk, a liability. The boy was too small, the treatment too expensive. His dream was dying. For most, this would have been the end of the story. But Messi was not most people. Across the Atlantic, one club was willing to take a chance. FC Barcelona. Their scout, Carles Rex, was so mesmerized by Messi's talent during a trial that he couldn't risk letting him go. With no official contract paper on hand, he grabbed the nearest thing he could find. A simple paper napkin. On that napkin, he wrote a promise. A promise that Barcelona would cover all of Messi's medical bills and sign him to their famed academy, La Masia. It was a lifeline, but it came at a tremendous cost. At just 13 years old, Messi had to leave his family, his friends, his country, and everything he knew to chase his dream in Spain. The early days were incredibly difficult. He was lonely, quiet, and intensely homesick. While other kids were out having fun, Messi was either on the training pitch or in his room, missing his home. But that loneliness fueled his determination. He trained harder than anyone, driven by the sacrifice his family had made and the one chance he'd been given. And soon, the world would see what that determination could do. Messi tore through Barcelona's youth ranks like a force of nature. He was a prodigy, a phenomenon. Defenders couldn't get near him. Goalkeepers were left helpless. His low center of gravity, combined with his blistering pace and impossible control, made him unstoppable. The coaches and his teammates knew they were witnessing something special, something that comes along once in a generation. At just 17 years old, he made his official debut for the Barcelona first team. The world of football had never seen anything quite like him. He wasn't big or physically imposing. He was small, fast, and simply untouchable. He was a quiet kid from Rosario who, with a ball at his feet, became a giant. As Messi's star ascended, a rivalry for the ages began to take shape. Two players, one throne, Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi. It was the perfect storm to pull it opposite superstars playing for the world's two biggest rival clubs, Real Madrid and Barcelona. For over a decade, they pushed each other to unimaginable heights. Ronaldo was the powerhouse, the showman, the relentless athlete. Messi was the artist, the quiet magician, the natural genius. Every weekend, the world would tune in to see their latest heroics. They shattered every goal-scoring record, collected countless titles, and traded the Ballon d'Or, the award for the world's best player, back and forth, year after year. While Ronaldo was vocal and openly declared his ambition to be the best, Messi was different. He rarely spoke to the media. He let his feet do the talking, and what they said was poetry. But for all the club success, for all the individual accolades, there was one giant, gaping hole in Messi's career, a ghost that haunted him: the World Cup. With his club, he had won everything imaginable. But with his country, Argentina, it was a story of heartbreak. He led them to the final in 2014, only to lose in extra time. He lost finals in the Copa America. The pressure was immense. Critics in his own country questioned his passion, claiming he wasn't a true Argentine legend like Diego Maradona because he couldn't deliver the ultimate prize. The failures hurt him deeply. You could see it on his face after every loss. He even briefly retired from the national team, crushed by the weight of a nation's expectations. But he couldn't stay away. He came back. He never quit. And then came Qatar. 2022. At 35 years old, this was it. Messi's last dance. His final chance to capture the one trophy that had eluded him. From the very first game, you could see a different Messi. He was a man on a mission. He wasn't just the star player. He was the leader, the heartbeat of the team. He carried Argentina on his back, delivering moments of magic when they needed it most. Goals, assists, and a fiery leadership that inspired his entire country. He guided them through a tense tournament all the way to the final, a spectacular, heart-stopping showdown against France. In one of the greatest football matches ever played, Messi delivered. He scored twice, and coolly converted his penalty in the shootout. When the final whistle blew and Argentina were champions of the world, Messi fell to his knees, overwhelmed by emotion. E had done Italiano, the dream was complete. Lionel Messi didn't become the greatest by being flawless or by having an easy path. He became great by refusing to give up. He stared down a career-ending diagnosis, crushing loneliness, and years of national heartbreak, and he overcame it all. From the sick kid who was told he was too small, to a global icon and a World Cup champion, his story is the ultimate testament to perseverance. Lionel Messi didn't just play football. It changed Italiano. And he taught us all that if you have a dream, no obstacle is too big, and no challenge is too great. Thank you for watching. If you're inspired by this story, make sure to like and subscribe for more.